Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be doing spray foam. It's a DIY kit, and we're going to see if it works. I actually did pick this one up on Amazon, and we'll have a link in the description down below. And a lot of these DIY kits, there's some bad reviews, but whenever you look at the videos attached to those, the videos, like, the people clearly have no idea what they're doing, so it's kind of hard to trust a bad review if the people don't know how to even install it properly. Then there's a lot of other great reviews, so I'm kind of read through a lot of the reviews on people who have no idea what they're doing to the people who actually read the steps properly, did what they're supposed to, and some of those pictures actually look really good in the end. So this is the kit that I picked up. I'm really excited to get started. I did kind of go after this kit itself because it does dry in a nice white. From what I've seen, there's a lot of other spray foams that dry in like weird colors, kind of like an orange or like a brownish color, and I really don't want that for my shop. I really wanted to like paint the walls white after I did the spray foam, but since this spray foam dries white, that's why I got this one, and it had a lot better reviews than all the others. So let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and get started. All right, so part of this kit right here, which is the 18 pack, you get 18 of these cans, and then you get a bunch of different nozzles, and these are for doing like different like wide angle as well as kind of like tapered angles. So if you're trying to spray in a corner and do like a roof section, you can. And it also has these little spray nozzles, which you can actually screw directly onto the cans. And if you want to fill in some gaps and stuff, you can use that to kind of focus those. They also have a full body suit that you can put on so that you don't get anything on your clothes or on your body itself. They have some really cool looking goggles right here. So obviously eye protection is one of the most important things, so you can cover your eyes, and this seals all the way around so you don't get any of that in your eyes. You get a lot more nozzles. I think it's like maybe like a nozzle per can. So you get a ton of nozzles here, which is great. And then there's a bunch of rubber gloves, because obviously you don't want to get this stuff on your hands. You also have a little N95 mask, so you don't breathe any of that in. A lot more of these little nozzles. You get a can of cleaner, so whenever you guys do finish up, you have the actual spray gun itself right here. And then this also has a couple different hoses on here that you can stick on to be able to get more of a focused blast into like little crevices if you need to. This thing is actually pretty nice. This is, from all the pictures and videos, I thought it was plastic, but this is all metal. So all this is metal up here, metal handle. The only thing that's plastic is just this little handle down here. Yeah, everything else is metal. So this is really nice. I really like this. Wow, okay. It had a little bit of air in it. But yeah, I love this. This is really nice, really good quality. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised by how nice this is. But this is where the cans will then, whenever you guys are ready, you screw in the cans right on top, and then that's how you then spray everything. But it even has like a little nozzle right here, or a valve, so you can, like, I guess, turn that and seal it off so that, oh, actually, never mind, that's to open it. So you put the can on, I'm assuming. All right, so I'm gonna read through the instructions, but I'm assuming you put the can on while it's closed, and then when you're ready to go, you then flip this valve, opens it up, and allows it to flow into the gun, and then you can pull the trigger and then spray. But yeah, so they also have, looks like there's a few more things in this little bag. So you have a couple of hoses that you can screw on to get into those like tight spaces, and then a couple really skinny nozzles that you can screw right onto the end of this. So if you really want to get into, actually pushes on, you can get into some really tight crevices. So that's really cool. They have a ton of different options. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the area prepped and get started. All right, so to install the can onto the spray gun, what we're gonna do is shake up the can. I think it says shake it like 20 to 30 times. We'll shake that up a little bit. I'm gonna put it on and then shake up some more. We're gonna pull the cap off of the top right here and make sure that the valve is closed. So that means this is in the up position, or even if you look in the top, you'll see a little piece of metal there, and then when it's open, that then opens up and it's a hole. So make sure the valve is closed. This will then screw right onto that. There we go, it's nice and firm. And then we're gonna figure out what nozzle we want. I'm gonna do kind of vertical rows up and down, so I want it to spray out horizontal. So if you look at these, you can see this one right here has like a taper on it. It's like at a diagonal, whereas this other one is nice and flat across the top. So that's the one I'm going to use, and I want to have it in the correct orientation. And that just pushes right onto there. And then when you guys do start spraying, if you want the flow to increase a little bit, you can loosen this knob right here. And if you want to, if it's blowing out too much, you can tighten it a little bit and it'll control how much is being released. But before we actually apply this onto the surface, you want to wipe down the surface really good. And then you also want to spray like a mist of water on it. Another thing I'm going to do, because I don't want this to get onto the floors, yes, I'm going to epoxy coat the floors in the future, but I'm going to lay down a blanket as well just to help prevent extra stuff from just getting on the floors and having unnecessary mess. And another thing you need to do is mist the surface. Since this is a huge shot for me, I'm actually using a hose. On the tightest settings, it's going to spray out as a mist. I'm going to do it real quick, but a lot of people prefer to use a spray bottle, especially like if you're like inside of a house or in a barn or shed or anything like that. But like I said, I'm going to use this hose for my case. And it's going to lightly mist the whole area, and that'll help prep the surface. And if you have outlets like this, I actually have mine taped off with some vinyl, just because I don't want to get any of the foam up into there. All right. All right, so I'm going to shake this a little bit more. And now that we are good to go, I'm going to go ahead and open the nozzle or open the valve. There you go, kind of felt it move a little bit. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start spraying coats. I'm not gonna go right to the edge quite yet because I do wanna make sure that I go and fill in these crevices, but for like display purposes, I'm gonna do some nice even coats right here in the middle. All right, so a lot of pressure just kind of blasted out and it kind of blew the little valve thingy off. All right, so I did not expect that. It just kind of blasted everywhere. Not too sure if like maybe the valve wasn't pushed on all the way. I believe it was. So I just grabbed another valve because I kind of kicked it off to the side. And let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, that does kind of like blast out like crazy. There's a lot of pressure. So maybe what I'll do is kind of dial mine back a little bit. It does kind of spray out in chunks everywhere. So if you guys do prefer, make sure you put on like the full bodysuit and everything just so you don't get any of this stuff on you. It does take about 20 minutes to swell up from what they're saying, and it'll swell up to 2 inches, which these beams right here are actually 2 inches deep. So in theory, this right here should fill that in flush. But what I'm going to do in the meantime while this is setting, just to kind of see how this looks, I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn the nozzle and spray down into the crevices just so I can go ahead and seal those up. All right, so as you can see, that's pretty much all I was able to get out of one can. Obviously, I did kind of not know exactly how this is going to operate. So I do have some sections where it's like a little bit much kind of bunched up there. So one can does this whole section. This is a 5 foot by about, what's that, 3.5 foot? So that's kind of like the area I was able to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out cans. I want to finish up this panel and we can at least have one square done. And as you see, it does dry, or it's kind of like it's like a light yellowish. It's still closer on the white side, but at least it's not too much of like a dark yellow. And then when you want to swap the cans out, just make sure you close the valve, unscrew the can, pop the cap off of the new one, screw on the new can. Oh, gotta line up the threads, there we go. Now that that's screwed on nice and tight, we're gonna open the valve. Make sure you give it some shakes, and then I guess be aware of the initial blast that might shoot out. All right, so it's been actually a little over 20 minutes, and this is the initial spot I did spray, and it actually looks really nice, and it's like nice and hard and solid. Obviously has a little bit of squish to it, but Yeah, the beam is 2 inches deep, and it definitely did fill that in. Some spots I had a little bit of overlap, and it's super thick. And then as you can see, it's like not quite 2 inches all the way out, but just remember it does have these like recessed areas. So a lot of these spots like right here, it does go in a bit. But for the most part, it kind of did fill. Like that one actually went past the beam right there a little bit. So yeah, if you were to kind of get good even coats, you could probably get this to where it fills in perfectly fine. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I think it turned out a lot better than I expected. I mean, it does look like spray foam, all kind of lumpy, but what you can do is actually go back over this again if you want a thicker coat, add like a little bit of mist of water on top of this, and then you can add more and kind of build it up a little bit more. So what I'll probably do is do that kind of like in this section right here, maybe just like little sprays in between these like little raised spots. But yeah, other than that, I think it turned out really good. And in the meantime, while I was letting this sit, I went ahead and did all these sections right here, and it's still kind of drying right now. These are like just sprayed. So it's kind of obviously the oldest, and then I kind of worked my way down this way and then kind of worked up and over, just so I can kind of get a little bit of an idea of how this is done and kind of familiarize myself with it. And I think it's coming out really good so far. Let me know what you guys think of that. But also, like I said, if you guys do want to pick up this kit, there is going to be a link in the description down below on Amazon. And I actually really like it. This is turning out way better than I expected. And like I said, it's like nice and durable. Obviously, it is kind of sticky and it does spray a little bit, but I am going to go back over. I'm going to spray a thin layer over all these beams as well, just to have a little bit of extra insulation, because the heat does transfer straight through this metal. I mean, that's just thin metal to the outside, so then that heat does transfer into these beams. So once I'm done, I'm going to do like a thin little spray over that and then a thin spray over all of these. But I think so far this is coming out looking really good, and yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to continue with this exact brand and do the entire shop with this. Also on camera, it does look like it's picking up as a kind of bright white. It's almost like an off-white, kind of like a very, very, very pale yellow. Which it's actually not a bad color at all. A lot of the other like professional stuff I've seen is like a dark kind of orange, like a light brown, but I think this actually turned out really good so far. But if you guys did like this video, go down and hit the like button. Like I said, there's gonna be links in the description down below so you guys can pick up this kit. They have a few different other options. They have the pack that has like the 18 cans, as well as like all the other kind of like the startup kit, and then they also have refills where it's just the cans of foam. Save some money that way, get some extra more product like this. But like I said, if you guys did like the video, go down and hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But as always, thank you for watching.